Previously on Knight's Quest. You see a fort. This is one of the roots of the heart of anima. If you want to destroy this book, if you want to destroy the Murgic in you, you need to destroy it with a bunch of anima. And Quiz, as you look down the barrel of this flame, you see someone who looks just like you.
Hold this. Beep. 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 All right. Looks like your total is going to be $23.50. How would you like to pay for your groceries today? Sorry, did you ask would I like to pay for them, or how would I like to pay for them?
How would you like to be paying?
Oh, because I mean, if that question was would I, obviously not. I'd rather have them for free. But.
Please pay. Please pay.
Honey, do you have your wallet?
Hey, are you guys open? Are you guys? There's a sign. I couldn't tell. The sign says you're open, but I couldn't tell if you're open.
Can you just pay, and then I can close for real?
Honey, the wallet. Do you
must
have
be
it?
open, right? Yeah, they're. I bet they're open. They're probably open.
Well, I didn't bring my purse because you told me you had your wallet.
Please pay. I want to go home. Please pay.
No, my phone is in my purse. Where is your phone? Do you do Apple Pay?
Unfortunately, it is not open. We currently, it's not working. We can accept cash. We can accept credit card, check, or a new episode of Knight's Quest.
Attention all employees, there is a vomit stain on aisle 5. If someone can get to that as soon as possible, thank you.
Sir, I just did the...
I had already started my thing, and I couldn't just stop.
Fucking asshole. Well, I had already started interrupting with my dumb bullshit thing, so it's not like I was going to let you do yours.
Or you can pay with a new episode of Knight's Quest.
Hey!
What? It's night.
Finally landed it.
I don't think... I'm going to have to try that one again in a couple episodes, because I don't feel like we got it. I'm going to try that bit again later. It'll come back.
I'm going to be listening back to past episodes and realizing that as season 3 has gone on, the cold open has just gotten longer every single time.
And shittier.
Until
and
it's
worse.
eventually the entire episode.
Every episode for the next month just starts with... God damn it.
Nathan, no, stop it.
No.
Have a different cold open. It's not funny. Well, for real though, welcome everyone to another episode of Knight's Quest, and we got an exciting one today because we have a wizard's duel.
Oh my god.
We have a wizard's duel, or is it to fight against oneself?
Ooh, it's very introspective.
So the episode, we are in the fortress, the snowy fortress with the root of the heart of anima,
high in the mountain,
providing a soft purple glow. Or that was the main source of light until recently this eruption of flames came out of the dragon spit ring perched upon Quiss's middle finger. And a cone of flames wrapped around the Murgic book, and appearing behind it was Quiss himself. I'm going to need everyone to calculate their order.
Love it.
Alright, we've calculated all of our orders. The bottom, Abiel, Leroy, Rayner. Above them, the next tier, Quarog and Trouble. Above that, Conquest. But the fastest ones are Quiss, because he initiated it, and Eloise, because she's just fast as hell.
She is just that speedy.
Even though she was surprised, she's that quick.
Yeah, already in her fighting stance.
Already in her fighting stance. So, with that, again, a reminder, when people share a spot in the order, we can decide who goes first for each time. Sure. I do think it would probably make the most sense Quiz should go first.
Yes.
I guess Conquest showed up. I guess technically you don't need to fight if you want to talk it out, but I'm assuming we're wizard dueling, and
Just
I
hang
think
out. Yeah. So at the very end, I'm just curious about this. At the very end, Conquest did say the words "hold this," and I am curious to know if he is literally holding something and hands it to him, or if he was just being coy.
When I originally said that, I had intended that to be like a line of him doing something.
Oh, okay.
and I think it is, but Quist was ready.
Yes.
Quist was ready. Conquest is like, haha, I got you, but Quist
Yeah,
is
so
like,
maybe that's what it is. So I think, so Conquest says hold this, and he, like, holds up a hand, and it looks like he's charging something up.
Oh, hell yeah, okay.
But Quist wrenches the Wayu wand out of the root, and it has this kind of, like, pink crackling trail, like, to the tip of it that kind of disappears. And in the space in between the top of his hat and his little hat, there's like a little crackling like star of energy or anima. And Quist,
because we did say you got to make a new move.
yes,
Oh,
We ended the last turn
because I
with
had
that.
3 advantages.
3 advantages, yep.
right.
And so Quist is going to use his new move, which is Convenience Magic, is the name of the move.
Okay.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to do with like being a convenience wizard, like how he was brought up. It has to do with creating a spell that is convenient to the current scenario.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, well, you're going to roll spell casting
Yep.
with double boost because of... Actually, I think we got to triple boost it.
Cool.
For this attack, triple boost because you still got that lingering anima from the root. But the next ones will just be a double boost. And then you're going to be rolling against Conquist's spell casting resistance. Or, spell resistance. Conquest has got to be at least a 3 for spell resistance. For the sake of keeping it spicy, it's a 2-1, right? 2 purple, 1 red.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Give us that convenience.
It's a success with 1 disadvantage.
Perfect,
All right.
that's what I want here.
All right.
Okay, then I'll tell you this. You do the spell as you want it. I've got the disadvantage in my head.
Okay. I think in that moment, Quist is trying to work on pure instinct. He points the wand, and in that moment, he thinks the smartest thing to do, the only thing to do, is to stop him from casting whatever it is he's casting. And so he points the wand, and this like pink crackling energy shoots out of it and forms this hand that gives Conquest this like hard slap high five. Just and whatever
The hand that was gonna cast a spell.
yeah, whatever it was that was producing there just out.
So dampens his
Yes.
spell.
Right,
Okay.
right.
I'll let you decide then. For this is a move you've just done.
That's funny.
Is this going to be Conquest cannot cast a spell this turn, or it will give him setbacks on any spell casting?
Conquest cannot cast a spell this turn.
Okay, alright. Conquest cannot cast a spell this turn. I will say the disadvantage of that is that the crackling pink anima energy magic that forms his hand kind of creates almost like a little thunderous boom that reverberates and has a very bright light. It doesn't blind anyone, but it sends out a little shock.
How is that a disadvantage?
You'll see.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool. Now I get to live
Let's just
with
say
that.
I've been thinking about what to do with disadvantages over the past couple weeks.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Eloise.
Eloise has little to no idea what's going on. She sees Quist attack, and she sees another Quist.
Yeah, right?
I think there would be a visible difference, too, because Conquest would have the OG hat.
Yeah, the little green hat.
Wow, okay.
Little green hat, tattered robes,
No lisp.
no lisp.
Maybe some cut up shoes.
Yeah, he looks a lot more worn.
Oh, man, yeah, that's right.
I mean, Eloise is going to do what she knows how to do. She's going to try and help, I guess. There's an enemy, going to try to attack him with the meteor hammer.
Okay, roll an attack. Okay, for future, let's have against spells, add a setback to spell attacking Conquest, but just normal attacking will be a 2-1. 2 purple, 1 red.
That's no good. Just a net fail. No advantages, no disadvantages.
Eloise goes in for the attack. She's quick, she's agile. Conquest, did he dodge out of the way or did she just miss?
Maybe she's aiming for normal person height, and it just like folds the hat down as it goes over his
Yeah, he's walking out of a big thing of fire. It's hard to tell proportions, yeah.
All right. Conquest's turn.
Conquest can't cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just going to take a second and look around. Like, look at himself, like, feel himself. He looks at Quiz, and he says, we never did get the chance to speak, wizard to wizard. It was kind of a one or the other kind of thing. So, are we really that short? Is that... Oh, he motions to Trouble. You're getting on well, I see. That wasn't such a bad thing. Something feels different.
This is wild.
Something feels off. And that makes him smile. He makes a motion like he's trying to do something, and nothing happens. And he...
This is all after Eloise took a swing at him, right?
Yeah, he just takes no notice of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he says, okay. So that doesn't work. Interesting. And he starts just walking towards Quiz.
Okay, we're going to keep it moving. Grorg and Trouble are next. I think Grorg gets up into a fighting stance, and he's not quite sure what to do, and he's like, where are the two Quizzes?
Yeah.
What? Where did the other where did he come from with the book?
It's a great question.
And he's going to, like, move closer, but he's not able to punch anyone yet because he's not... No fighting has actually happened. A high five happened. Like, that's all that existed. So he's not going to throw the first punch.
Trouble became a human, and then shortly after that, he would have seen all of the weirdness go down of them getting regular Quiz back at the end of season 2. But I don't think that's enough for him to fully, like, get this, you know? How close is Leroy to the rest of the group? Did we set him down fairly close by, or...?
Yeah, he's not, like, far off, but you weren't sitting next to him.
Right. I think I want to have Trouble go to Leroy. He's gonna point at him, and sort of in a rush, fast pace, he's gonna say, okay, I don't really like you, but you know Quiz. You know Quiz pretty well. Do you know what's this? What do we do? You know? You should tell me. And he's trying to be all tough.
Are you trying to, like, intimidate him to do something?
Sure. Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, roll fear.
Yeah. Somehow we got a checkmark in fear, but he only has the one in charisma, which is hilarious. So I think I'm rolling a single yellow and nothing else positive anyway.
Yeah, difficulty 2.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I've got a failure and a disadvantage.
Okay.
Leroy is not intimidated.
Leroy is not intimidated. He's still tied up.
Yeah.
And he is going to look over, and I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
Trouble doesn't know that he just failed his intimidation. He says,
Yep.
Oh, Trouble, you got to untie me. I know how to help. Fuck. You gotta let me go. I gotta be able to use my hands. I gotta get in there. Untie me.
God fucking damn. Well played, Strecker. Fuck. If Trouble were to begin untying Leroy, would you say that happens now, or he starts doing it and that's his turn?
He could probably get done by now.
Okay, yeah. Trouble starts untying him. I think that's the right call for this character.
Great. He unties Leroy. It's at this time that you all hear kind of like a piercing shriek coming from up in the mountain.
Oh.
But it's kind of a low piercing shriek.
Okay.
Beal, Leroy, and Rainer are next. Beal doesn't do anything. He's like, what is this? Oh, he's 2 Quizzes. I guess Leroy's gonna get up. Thanks. Thanks, Trouble. I appreciate that. And he's gonna run up towards Conquest. And he's gonna be like, Are you him?
Oh boy.
I mean, we're kind of playing the pronoun game here. I don't really know. I guess.
Are you the Mirjik one?
Yes.
Wonderful. And he stands by Conquest.
Fuck me.
Rainer.
Cool. So where's the Buttercup right now? Still by Quiz?
Yeah, it'd be by Quiz, yeah.
Rainer and Quiz haven't been, like, the closest of friends on this show, like, lots of deep conversations and stuff, but Quiz is one of the few people left from Goldon that Rainer feels like he hasn't sort of lost or hurt in some way, and he does not want yet another person from Goldon to have something terrible happen. I think he's gonna run over to the shield and try to pick it up and get in the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, you pick it up, no problem.
Okay. I guess he asked Quiz, are we fighting? Is this a fight? Is this happening? Is that you?
Am I me?
No, that guy.
I mean, kind of. I mean, he was for a while, but no, that's not me.
Okay. And he came out of the book.
He came out of the book.
Then Raider kind of hefts his shield.
Cool. Grilta is going to be more interested in the shrieking sound, and she's just like, oh, guys, hold on, I gotta check on something. And she, like, scampers over to the wall, to, like, the mountainside, and maybe there's some stairs, and she climbs up it. All right, Quiz Eloise.
Quiz is going to try and cast Enhance Beauty on himself.
Okay.
What do I roll for difficulty?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm going to say, because you're already pretty beautiful.
Oh, stop.
I think this one's going to be an easy one. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
And then you got your 2 boosts.
Yep. That is a success with 1 advantage.
Beautiful.
Because it doesn't matter how many successes I roll, right?
Yeah, correct. All right, you cast a spell on yourself, I'm assuming using the wand, right?
Yes.
And this I like how you describe that. Crackling, electric pink,
definitely
magenta energy starts kind of coming around you. I'm going to let you decide the boost. I will let it then either A, also goes into Rainer a bit because he's right next to you, or it just makes it even better for you. I'll let you decide.
Because this is Quiz's fight, I'm going to say make it better for Quiz.
Wonderful.
Probably a good call.
You cast this spell, and to everyone looking, visually, you are now stunning. I mean, you are gorgeous. I mean, it doesn't matter what anyone's sexuality is. You are now, not like physically like, oh, I must have sex with you, but you're like, damn, that is a beautiful looking person right there.
Good looking man, yeah.
You're glowing, you're beaming, but more importantly, stat-wise, I think you can now turn another green die into a triumph die for the rest of this fight.
Damn.
Oh, for all rolls?
For all rolls.
Holy shit. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm only doing that because it's super amped up. Like in the future, I might not let that be what this does.
Yeah.
But for right now, and you got that extra advantage, that's what it do. It makes it extra juicy.
Hell yeah.
So I'm assuming that means you might have 3 yellows for some things now.
Yes.
So you're going to be doing pretty dang good.
Hopefully.
Eloise.
Eloise is struggling because on the one hand, she has the desire, like the more than normal, she has the desire to help her friends. But it's also worse because this was her original quest. Like she was sent to go and kill Conquest to save Bathilda, and now he's back.
That's true.
And so I think this time, she's going to run and stand next to Quiz, and she's going to hold up the heavy end of the meteor hammer and say, "Can you do something to this?"
Oh, cool.
Oh, to Quiz?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he already did his turn, so...
Right.
See, Conquest, your turn.
Yeah. And Conquest says, "No, but I can."
Oh, God.
And he's gotten close enough now where there's not much space between them, and he's just been walking. But now he lunges forward and grabs the end of the meteor hammer, and it starts to glow. And...
Do we need to roll an element for this?
Yes.
Roll on the elements table.
Dust.
Huh.
He grabs it, and the meteor hammer starts to, like, disintegrate into a pile of dust.
Oh, no.
And the wind sweeps it into the rest of the snow.
No, we can't lose. That's the coolest weapon we have in our show.
I will say this. I think there should be one dice roll, and I'll let you decide. It can either be Conquest making a spell roll or Eloise making a dex roll to see how bad this is.
Damn.
I think it's got to be Conquest.
Okay, Conquest make a spell roll.
Yeah.
Versus Eloise's dexterity stat. Like, that's your difficulty.
Do I need, like, quick hand or fancy feet, or is it just dex?
Quick hand. We'll upgrade it to a red, maybe.
4 advantages.
Jesus Christ.
But it's a failure.
Okay.
Okay.
Really? So
Yeah.
I think maybe he goes to do it, and a portion of it starts to turn to dust. Okay? Like, just like a tiny bit, but Eloise is quick. She
Yeah.
whips it out of there, and her meteor hammer will be saved. Okay, we got a lot of choices here, and this could be real nasty. We're dealing with dust here.
One of the advantages, it passes a setback onto Quiss because he just blows the dust that he had in his hand into Quiss's face.
Quiss will have a setback. Yeah, so a little bit of dust is going to get in Quiss's face, and I think the remaining 3 could be...
That's so many.
Can Conquest maybe, like, he himself turns into dust like Katrina does? And he, like, whooshes to be somewhere else?
Ooh.
That's quite the visual, for sure.
Or, since Mirjik's thing is like teleportation,
Yeah.
should it be like he, like, cloud of dust, and he, like, poofs? So, like, it's not like a trail, like he doesn't swoosh somewhere, it's like, and he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think that's
so
it.
weird. Yeah.
Okay, roll a d6. Don't tell me the number yet. Okay,
2.
I just wrote down 6 places. 2?
Yeah.
Okay, he teleports, he's now on top of the root.
Ah.
Yep.
So he's behind us.
I think he's
behind
behind
you.
us.
Okay, Grog trouble.
Fuck.
Again, no combat has been done, but now Grog is gonna be like, I think he saw that Conquest like lunge towards Eloise, so he's gonna get in between Eloise and Conquest. He's like, hey, don't touch her! Don't mess with her!
Man.
Eloise, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I think. And she looks at the meteor hammer, and it's like the bottom of it. It used to be smooth. It was like a smooth kind of like cuboid shape, and the bottom of it is now like rough and kind of pitted a little bit.
Yeah.
Then Grog says, Trouble, go get Leroy! I don't know why you let him go! Go get him! Go! Don't let him be!
Sure. Leroy is still standing where Conquest was.
Yeah.
You know what? This is happening fast paced. It's I think Trouble just tries to tackle Leroy, I guess.
Alright, go. Roll.
Yeah.
This would be probably Fancy Feet.
Oh, I'm actually good. I'm actually sort of good at that one.
Difficulty is gonna be 2, because Leroy's not that fast.
Sure. Okay.
We're doing hot dice. We're going fast.
Success, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You rush over there.
Yeah.
You tackle Leroy, so he's not able to run away. You got him. The disadvantage is gonna be, I'll let Leroy try to break out on his next turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you pinned him, but maybe you didn't get like a firm grip on him.
I can't believe you lied to me.
I didn't. I said I was gonna go help.
Oh, yeah, I get it, yeah.
And so at this point, you hear Grotz say, "Hey guys,
Oh boy.
there's something coming."
Yeah, we've accidentally made this battle as, like, hectic and lots of different things involved as possible.
Good.
Just so you know, it's probably gonna get here pretty soon. It looks like it's running pretty fast.
What is it?
It's hard to tell with all the snow,
Oh boy, okay.
but I thought I recognized the call, but I'm not certain.
Oh boy.
It'll be old Leroy Rayner. I'm just gonna do. Leroy's gonna try to break out. We're gonna do he's gonna do a strength contest. What's Trouble's strength? What's Trouble's strength?
Oh, it's not good, my man. It's 1.
Oh, mine's also 1.
All right.
Here we go.
So, how do we do this?
I'll roll. I'm rolling.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna roll against your.
I don't need to roll anything?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's a success with disadvantage. So
Okay.
Leroy gets out,
Okay.
but maybe he, he gets away from Trouble. He starts running, but he's going to trip like a little
Okay.
bit later, just because it's the snow and on the
Yeah.
ground. So he's not super far away, but he did escape from me.
We're having our own fucking comedy of errors over here.
We do.
Yeah.
Abil's gonna.
What are you
Now
gonna
that, like-
do? Fight him with bread? Yeah.
Now that Conquest showed up like right next to him because he was sitting by the root, he's gonna be like, okay, I'm moving now. I understand. I am going to get up now and walk over here. You know what? I'll write everything down. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll write down what's going on. We can analyze it later about what went wrong in this whole dinner. We were eating dinner.
Glad that he's narrating everything. He does, yeah.
Rayner.
I think Rayner puts a hand on the root because that's where we all are, right?
Yeah?
He's gonna go for his cool new maiming melody song. See if it works.
On Conquest.
Conquest.
Okay. All right. You do get a boost because you are... There's still anima leaking out of this root. It is still...
Excellent. That's
than
what I was
you are
hoping
spell
for.
casting. But your difficulty will be
Purple, purple, red, black.
Love it.
It's really interesting. Jamie and I are on the same wavelength for what we were going to do.
I'm going to say another setback because...
Is
like,
also on top of the root?
Yeah, it, like, surprised you a bit. So you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, sure. Do we always...
Conquest does not get any strength from the root. I'll tell you this now.
Oh, good point. Yeah, good point. I've got 2 purples and a red, 2 setbacks and a boost. Is that all correct?
That's a chonky roll. Let's get her going.
It's a lot of dice. Yeah, with Leroy in trouble, I was rolling like 3, and now I'm rolling 10.
Roll it.
I don't have a single failure, so that's promising.
That is promising.
4 successes. So a success. Wow. No advantages or disadvantages. That's just a success.
Okay, great. Then, Conquest, you will take 1 harm. You will take 1 vitality. The song plays, and it hurts. I mean, it is piercing to your body, and you feel yourself, like, weaken. Like, there's no physical wounds, but you feel yourself, like, become more depleted because of this.
I think Raynor fully realizes this looks silly, but it was either that or try to climb up a root and hit a guy with a shield, so...
I don't know if you've seen that TikTok audio, but it's like the person playing the flute and it's like... Bitch!
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Quiz and Eloise?
So, Quiz, the red ring of death, 3/4 of it glows red and 1 glows green, and he...
That took me a sec, yeah.
He wants to be more useful in this fight. Like, he is still having trouble making, like, spur-of-the-moment decisions. He can't just do anymore. He's having to think a lot harder about his decisions every time he does something with this stupid wand, is what he's thinking. And he, like, is, like, rubbing dirt out of his eyes, and he looks to his left.
Yeah.
He looks to his left, and he sees Raynor with the shield. He looks to his right, and he sees Eloise with the meteor hammer, and he just thinks, I need a weapon. And so he uses Red Ring of Death, and it forms a spectral weapon around the wand.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay. I'll say you can, create the weapon. Let's make the attack roll.
That's what the spell is?
And don't forget the setback from the dust.
What's the difficulty?
Same as usual with Conquest.
Okay, so 2 purples, a red, and a black.
Well, it's going to be 2 blacks now.
Yes.
But also 2 boosts. Chunky dice. Chunky dice, kids.
It's a failure, but 2 advantages.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
You form this astral blade, and I'm picturing just like straight out of like a demon's lair. It's just curved, it's spiky, it's black and red.
Yeah, it's like
You can,
jagged.
see through it. It like forms around your wand, so it still looks like you're holding a wand, but there's you can see it in the middle of the sword. And then you go and you swing with it, attacking at Conquest. But you miss. I think Conquest maybe does a little bit of parries a little bit with his... He doesn't have a wand. What would he parry with?
No, he doesn't.
Your sidesteps.
He's got a skillet.
Oh, yes! He pulls out a skillet and deflects...
Excellent.
Okay, watch this. He deflects your attack and you hit the root.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
And Anima sprays out and it's spraying at Conquest. And you can now see that Conquest... You have been responding positively to this anima. It has charged you and made you better.
Right.
But to Conquest, it's almost like he's coughing. Like it's causing him to feel sick, and so it is heavily weakening him and obscuring him.
Yeah, it's like a holy water situation. Yeah,
exactly.
Quiz says to, like, he looks at Eloise and says, "Can you get me up there?" Eloise says, "I guess." She like stands in front of the root and like laces her fingers together. It's a big root, right?
Right.
Yeah. She like laces her fingers together and tries to like give Quiz a boost.
His beautiful body shimmers as he steps upon your feet. I'm just gonna say, with this, she just helps you get up there. I think
that's her move. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like an
Conquest's
angel climbing
turn.
up to heaven.
I'm going to say, realistically, from what it did, that setback will be given to whatever Conquest does. Spells.
Okay.
As long as he's on the route.
Yeah, Conquest sees Leroy and he says, "Leroy!"
I think Leroy, from his stumbled position, is like, "Yes, Conquest! Yes!"
And he said, "Hold this."
Ah,
And
no.
he extends a hand towards Leroy.
Who is very far away.
Yes, and this like tendril of dark swirling energy starts to creep its way across the courtyard towards Leroy.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he's trying to give Leroy music.
Whoa!
Leroy will not be opposed to this. I think he smiles. He said he sees it.
Creepy.
I will say this: as all this music has been cast, Quiz, you sense the music like you normally do. You know, the stench of it, but it is being drowned out by the overwhelming feeling of the anima. But even then, you don't feel repulsed like you had before. You don't have this PTSD-esque trigger response.
Yeah.
As this music is being cast. I'm going to wait to see on Leroy's turn to determine that result.
Sure.
Grorg and Trouble, before you can do your turn, Grilta says, "Alright guys, I think it's here." And you see leaping over the wall, coming towards you. Picture like Big Bird from Sesame Street, or like an ostrich, but with a bigger, like thicker neck and build.
Goddamn Throckmorton.
It's got a magenta, magenta feathers, but also like a silvery feather. And around its eyes is a darker, almost looks like it's wearing sunglasses. It's got this large hooked beak, and it screeches as it leaps over the wall and lands in the courtyard. Clearly, it is facing towards the root, which is where you all are.
Oh my god.
And Grilta says, guys, this is a mountain Throckmorton, and I think it's hungry.
Yeah, this is a fully evolved one. Usually you can't find these until you've already gotten past the Pokemon League.
I think Grorg is going to be like, "Alois, are you okay?"
Yeah?
Okay. He's going to start moving towards the Throckmorton.
Okay. He's going to unlock a new level
This will be his
in
new rank.
the new rank tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm just going to say Grorg is going to engage with the Throckmorton just so we can keep the order moving faster.
Yeah.
He's going to
I'm going to be so excited to only refer to Grorg as Throckmorton Friendmaker.
While you decide what Trouble does, I'll have Grorg make an attack on this guy.
Trouble swears in Terevian, and I don't know what that would sound like, but a translated version is essentially just, "God damn it!" And he's gonna use Fumble Tumble to try to crash into Leroy.
Gotta go fast.
Because he doesn't want that creepy-ass Murgic reaching Leroy.
Yes. Go for it. Also, Grorg lands the hit against the Throckmorton. He punches it.
I've got the green and the yellow. What's the difficulty for this?
What are you trying to just hit him?
Yeah, I'm trying to use the move to crash into Leroy to get him out of the way of the
Resistance is 1.
Just
yeah,
one?
He's not a tough boy.
Sick.
For now.
Fancy feet. 3 successes. So success and a disadvantage again.
Perfect.
God damn it.
That's exactly what I wanted it to be.
You know what you're doing.
Of course it is.
And you knock Leroy out of the way, and this Murgic beam, I guess, is going to hit you.
Okay, no. Let's get this, don't get this twisted. Trouble is not trying to help Leroy. Trouble is afraid that if Murgic reaches Leroy, they're all in for some shit. Yep. And he doesn't like Leroy right now. He was trying to stop a bad thing from happening.
Yep, the Murgic hits you.
Which one? I don't even know which one of you to ask what that does. It might be up to Jake. I don't know.
Guess we'll find out.
We don't ask people, Murgic. Roll a d20, bitch.
You want me to? Okay, sure.
Roll a d20 right now.
Okay.
Do it, you won't.
I rolled a 19. If we were playing regular-ass D&D, that would have been really good, actually.
Okay. I'm pulling up my Murgic charts.
Okay.
Oh.
Your mood changes.
Trouble's mood?
Trouble's mood.
Are you going to make me talk in rhymes?
It's just incredibly horny.
Close though. You can only talk in jokes and metaphors now.
What?
So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yep, speaking jokes and metaphors. Okay, it's now Abil, Leroy, and Rainer's turn.
Oh, no.
That's what you got. Poor Trouble. Abil's just going to keep riding. Leroy, okay, he gets knocked to the side, kind of falls even more in the snow. He's now clearly, like, very dirty, even though he was already pretty rough from his time being tied up. But now he sees that Trouble has been hit by the Murgic, and he's upset. Yeah. He's like, "No, I wanted that." And so he pulls out his special bread, and he eats it. He eats his special bread.
All right. It's concerning.
And Conquest, you can see Leroy better now.
Can see him?
Mm-hmm. It's like he stands out. He's clearer in your mind.
Witness me!
Yes. Okay, that's Leroy's turn. Rainer. Oh, and I think I'll say this too. As Leroy eats this, yes, I can see everything. I can see it all as it truly is. And I know what must be done.
Oh, I hate that. What did Grilta tell us makes a mountain Throckmorton dangerous and that we need to look out for?
It's hungry.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? Rainer puts on the heinous cloak.
Yes.
See what happens.
Or not.
Rainer,
We'll not see what happens.
you are now invisi.
Can I still use my shield, or...
No, you gotta pick one or the other.
Okay, we'll put on the cloak. Is everyone right next to me holding stuff already?
Eloise is, and Quiz is, and those are the only people next to you.
Okay, yeah. Then I guess for now, he'll just drop it. This seems kind of childish, but I almost want to say, like, Conquest is still on top of the root, right?
Yeah.
You could just, like, reach up and try to grab his legs and pull him off.
Yeah. What's
But, like, invisible.
So I'm gonna say, Rainer, you could maybe reach his feet if you, like, jumped and grabbed it.
Okay.
Based on where he's standing.
I think I'll give it a shot. This
Okay.
feels silly, but I don't know what else Rainer would do right now, yeah.
For that, what is Conquest's dexterity?
2.
Okay, Rainer, roll quick hand.
Okay.
Difficulty 2. 1 setback, just because it's like at an awkward
Yeah.
angle.
That's fair. Just the one setback, that's all?
Yeah.
All right. Failure.
Okay. Rainer, you... Oh, roll one more boost because you're invisi.
Ooh, sure.
I was going to say that, and I forgot to.
I was blank.
Okay. Rainer, you jump up, but you just miss where his foot is.
Luckily, no one sees it.
No one sees that.
So it's not embarrassing as hell.
Quiz Eloise.
Quist has now climbed up, and he's standing in between the split, like the outburst of anima that was caused by his spectral
Wait,
blade.
that is in between him and Conquest?
No, he is in between that and Conquest.
Oh, okay. So the split is behind him.
Yes. So he's framed in this pink crackling,
Yes.
silhouetted in this pink crackling
Yeah,
light.
it's like a weird, it's like a mist, but it also crackles.
Conquest looks at Quist and he says, I'm so glad we had this chance to actually meet. But I do feel that of the two of us, I was the more powerful wizard. I mean, come on. I complete you. And Quist looks down at the wand and looks like around at what's happening, and he shoves the wand into the top hat, which is what I'm going to call the hat on top of his hat.
Yeah.
And he reaches forward and he grabs Conquest by the tattered green robes, and he says, all this time, I thought that this was always a part of me, that this was something that was wrong with me. I know now that I don't need you, and I don't need Mirjik. And he's gonna try and, like, judo pull him around and slam him down, hold him down in the
Anima blast.
the outburst of anima.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll strength.
Oh.
Why? What'd you think?
Well, no, I was just saying I only have a 2 in that.
But you get another yellow in that
Oh, that's right.
because you are beautiful,
Yeah.
Everyone knows beautiful people are stronger.
and you're rolling against Conquest's strength, and you still will get another boost.
And Conquest's strength is 1.
So here we go.
From further away in the snow, you hear, what would you call it if Quiz was really good at scamming people? Conquest. Fuck, what am I saying? God, what?
That's a success with 2 advantages.
Ooh, I like
right.
that. All right.
Jake, describe it. Take it away.
Yeah, so he reaches forward and he grabs Conquest's lapels, and Conquest smiles, and he grabs Quist's hands. And there is this shimmer, this like almost like a heat mirage, where they're connected.
Oh, like his hand is through his hand?
Yeah,
Like they're merging back?
yeah. And Quist twists backwards and he yanks Conquest off of his feet. And for like the first time in his life, he has this surge of strength, and he slams his back down on the root over this flow of anima. And Conquest is coughing and sputtering, and it's starting to kind of like singe a little bit.
Oh, man.
He pulls a hand off of Quiss's hand, and he extends it towards Quiss, and it's got the Murgic symbol in his palm. And he says, "Hold this." And Quiss says, "No." And he kind of picks up his shoulders a little bit and slams him again hard into the root.
Jeez.
And, like, again, there's this huge heat shimmer. There's Murgic and Anima flowing together.
Think at that moment, another pulse comes through the root.
Because they were every couple minutes, yeah.
Yeah, shoots him even more. And it's almost like, where do you have him positioned? Like, is his head in in this crack? And so it's like crackling around him is going to deal 3 points of vitality on Conquest. And he's not done yet.
Okay.
So I think we can't quite have him done yet. But I think he is clearly now not as present. He's not as there. Because, like, was he ever physically there to begin with? Is he even real? Who's to say? But it's almost like when you look at him, it's sometimes he looks more transparent. Sometimes you see holes in his body. Sometimes it's cracks. Each time you look, there's like a different reason for why he's not there. Almost like bricks or chunks are missing. He is clearly like losing his hold on his presence. Dust of him is flowing away. He is almost not existing anymore.
Wow.
Quiss looks down at Eloise and motions, and she just kind of swings the chain from the meteor hammer up and just holds, like pulls down on both ends. So Conquest is like strapped to the root where he is. And Quiss stands up and...
So he's no longer touching him.
Right. Yeah, so that's like completely separated now. When that happens, Conquest wrestles his arm, just one arm, out from the chain, the one with the Murgic symbol on it, and again extends it towards Leroy.
Yes. Okay. And
boy.
A different color beam comes out this time. It's green. Last time it was like a dark, but this time it's almost like a vine swirling around, heading towards Leroy. Does Conquest say anything?
Yes, he's got to. He looks at Quiss and he says, "We both know that I was always a part of you, and I know what you're afraid of. You're afraid that you will never be this strong, and you're afraid that without me, all you've got is parlor tricks, convenience magic, and art supplies." Conquest's eyes are like glowing green, and he just keeps talking. Like he's not... He just keeps rambling on about how he was never good enough for Murgic, and how Conquest had to step in, and, this one thing after another. He just keeps rattling off, like, supposedly Quiss's innermost fears and innermost, like, whatever. And Quiss, just completely blank expression. He just reaches up into his top hat and takes out the YU wand. And he levels it at Conquest. And Conquest is getting more and more hysterical. And he's laughing now, just cackling. He says, "You died that day. I'm the new character. What are you without me?" And Quiss just blinks once and says, "Thweep."
Jake, I want you to roll a spell casting. Same difficulty as we've been doing. While this is all going on, Jamie, Treble, and Raynor, I'm assuming Treble is the one who's been closest to all this. Treble sees another one of these beams of green energy, or it was a different color this time, heading towards Leroy, who has moved closer towards this.
Yeah.
And it almost seems like this beam is even more directly focused in on Leroy. But you are still feeling weird. You're not feeling yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you do? And please describe it in a metaphor.
Yeah. Oh, boy. This has the vibe of putting yourself in a dangerous situation to save someone, but I really truly feel like that's not what this is, because Trouble is furious at Leroy, and Leroy seems to be wanting to get this Murgic probably because it'll amp him up or make him crazier or make him more dangerous or something, right? So Trouble is trying to stop Leroy from doing something, and to that end, he's going to do something that looks like saving Leroy, which is trying to get him out of the way of that goddamn Murgic beam again.
So you're saying it's like saving someone, but it's not.
Yeah, which is not a metaphor, but that's fine.
Similes work too.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
It really makes you think, if you think about it.
It's like
though.
rain on a wedding day, a free line when you've already paid.
Then you also shall make a roll.
Yeah.
Please make one more. Do a fumble tumble. Like
Fumble tumble.
I feel like you're doing that roll. I almost said difficulty a D20, but I don't think that's.
Fuck it.
We're not quite there yet in the game.
That would be quite a bit of difficulty.
2 in a red.
Fenchy feet. And
2 in a
2
red.
purple and a red.
Yep.
And while he's running towards Leroy, he says, "This empty, hollowed-out, abandoned fort is my patience with you."
That's good.
And...
Well, that's a simile.
No, it would be a simile if he said like.
I thought a metaphor was like or
Nope,
as.
doesn't matter. Don't care.
All right, we got 2 advantages. We also have 2 failures,
Okay. So then,
which is curious.
your goal was to make it not hit Leroy.
Yeah,
You will fail at that.
So it does hit Leroy.
so it does hit Leroy.
Does hit Leroy.
How is that advantageous?
Yeah, tricky to find advantages out of that one.
I think an advantage. Okay, I can give you. It's going to hit Leroy, but you will roll into a position where you are like either you can be like blocking Leroy from running away, or like you've got Leroy though. Like he's not going to escape now.
Okay.
Or I will give you that you get some of Leroy's special bread, like you have it.
I gotta pick the one that feels more like what Trouble's trying to do. I think the second one, that he's got Leroy tight and he won't get away, because
So then
Trouble still
Perfect.
feels shitty about the fact that he let him go in the first place.
I'll describe this and then we'll go to our final roll.
Okay.
So then you roll to get Leroy. You're not able to like get there in time.
Yeah.
This green bolt kind of hits Leroy, and you just see Leroy like soak
I
it
hate
in,
that.
like inhale it in, and
Gross.
visually he looks the same, except for I rolled a 2 on Leroy's nose is now
Okay.
Hey Jake, what's 17 on the elements table?
Oh god. If you tell me some shit like his nose is now made out of light, I'm gonna be extremely confused.
It's bone?
Whoa!
Okay.
What?
He like soaks it in, like inhales it through his nose.
Oh, gross.
And you just see like his nose not like regress, like a skeletal.
Because there's not a bone in there. Skeletons don't have noses.
His nose becomes made of bone.
Okay. So it's like fossilized, like it calcifies.
Yeah, like it calcifies. And you just see Leroy
What the
smile,
hell?
and as this is happening, he just says, "Yes, and I can see it all so clearly. The strings, they're everywhere."
Oh, I hate this.
Shut up about the strings! Ugh!
And you hold him down and you pin him as Leroy's just kind of like laughing.
Oh, this is the worst.
Yes. And meanwhile, Quiz.
It's a success with 2 advantages.
Yes!
Describe it in any way you like.
So, Quiz says, "Thweep," and like mid-cackle, Conquest just stops. Just completely silent.
Like the Princess Bride.
And his face becomes calm, and his eyes droop. And like the weight leaves his body. Like he just like sags a little bit. He like makes a couple attempts to try and say something, and then his eyes close and his head kind of lolls to the side, and he just disappears. When that happens, it's not so much that Quiz feels a piece of him leaving, so much as he feels more whole.
Ah, okay.
I think as the rest of this scene goes on, Trouble contains Leroy, which Leroy's laughter and babbling kind of interrupts the calmness that was created. I think Grilta comes down and joins Grorg and kind of fending off this Throckmorton.
There's just a giant bird.
Grilta goes over to try to help fend off the Throckmorton, but she says, "Hey everyone, get inside the fortress! Just pick up your stuff and get inside!" Does anyone disagree?
No, I like that.
Okay, great. Everyone picks up all their stuff, gets inside the fortress, and she and Grorg disengage, and you see, as you are leaving, the Throckmorton approach the root, and it looks like it almost like drinks the leaking anima from the root, kind of like lapping it up.
Weird, yeah.
And as you all get inside, the whatever wind there was has now stopped as you're inside this darker fortress. You feel that it has gotten colder as you're now away from what was your fire and the root. As you all get inside, Gorgon says, "Wait, the book! Where's the book?"
Can any of us see it from here?
Yeah, you all look outside, and you see, just at the tail end of it, you see a couple of pages left, as the book itself seems to be page by page, just kind of like either crumpling up and disappearing, or burning away, or dissolving. You see each part of the book just slowly fading away, almost like Conquest was.
Wow.
Quiz sees that and he says, "Damn." And then he falls backwards and passes out.
Wow.
I think Abil is there. He's just writing this all down. He says, "Okay, I think when we're all done resting, we can I think we should maybe review our notes and see what happened, what we can learn from all of this. I don't know. I suddenly felt like I should write everything down. Also, my dinner is still out there."
"Not for long, I guess," Eloise says, looking at the Throckmorton, and she like looks down like sadly at her meteor hammer, because it's not broken, but it is not great either.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Grorg and says, "I'm gonna need to find something to replace this with eventually."
I mean, it will have to work for now, but we can probably check the rest of this fortress for... I don't think that meteor hammer's here, but...
No.
It might have something. Alright, guys, well, that was a tough little bit of a spook we had there. I was about to berate Quiz, but he's out, so I won't do that. Also, that Throckmorton shouldn't be too much of a problem if we just give it its space. Just let it eat.
Quiz gave the book a big bird, but now we all have a big bird. Why did I say that? God, it's still happening. Sorry, ignore me.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, we might need to figure out what's going on with you, and also what's going on, even more so, with Leroy.
Is anybody containing him?
Oh, yeah, I guess Leroy's also here. Jeez. Trouble against his will is yelling out that joke while also still holding on to Leroy.
Okay.
I think Leroy has stopped laughing, but he is... Let's see how he's feeling. Okay, he is himself. Or like how he was before. You know, he's not maniacally laughing or shaking or anything. He's just kind of sitting there, smiling.
Can I check on Quiz? I think Raynor's gonna like go see to the best of his ability, see if he's okay. Yeah.
I'm just to say, again, keep things quick. You check on him.
Yeah.
He is fine.
He's breathing.
He is not hurt. He's not wounded.
Okay.
And he doesn't even seem like drained, like his anima has been depleted or anything like that. He is full and functional. He's probably just very tired and exhausted.
He did just cast sweep. Yeah.
As you're all settling down, finally, like, just taking a deep breath after all that hecticness, Leroy smiles as he's being held by Trouble, and he says, "This is very calming, very freeing, very enlightening. I can finally... I had glimpses. I had glimpses in the past. Never lasted, but now I can finally see everything as it's supposed to be. I can see the strings. I can see the way that the world works, all these different shapes moving around. I can even see when the writer is tugging on people's strings, telling them to move. It's really been interesting. I can even see the writer's assistant right now." Hey, Questies, it's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 37 of season 3. I'm going to make this the fastest announcements possible because we are literally about to record another episode, like, right now, so I got to do this quick. So, here we go. I hope you like that music. If you want to listen to more of it, there's a new album. Go to kqpodcast.com, click on music. Hey, do you like this content? Do you want more content? We can go to kqpodcast.com and click on Patreon. We can support us. Thank you to all of our patrons. An extra big shout out to our better tier patrons, Lauren, Grace, Mike, those dang high elves again, and Lowell, long may he reign. Thank you for all your support, for making this show possible. We just released a new Patreon episode where we feature the origin story of Pemberley and Simmons. We create new characters, new creatures, new places. It's awesome. Check it out. kqpodcast.com. Click on Patreon. Hey, we got a big thing coming up. It's our Gorfball tournament. It's happening. It's soon. You need to register. You gotta come. It's gonna be fun. It's free. You could win. There'll be food. Go to kqpodcast.com and click on Gorfball and register. That's what you gotta do. Of course, tell your friends, tell your family, spread the news, get the show out here. We are almost 4 years old. That's absolutely crazy. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Go to kqpodcast.com and do something. I think I bumped the mic. I'm going to do that again. Go to kqpodcast.com and we will see you in 2 weeks with another episode, which will be, oh crap, I don't have my calendar open. What day is that? That's August. That's August 12th. Next episode in the series. It's going to be crazy. We'll see you there. kqpodcast.com. May your place in the story belong. Here comes the blooper. And we got an exciting one today.
Which has nothing to do with Morbius.
I've noticed that, like, our episodes have, like, a couple week delay in their cycle. Like, it's not back to back that a joke will happen. It'll be an episode. We record, the episode comes out that we had recorded, and then we remember that joke.
We were Morb free for one episode, but now we're back, baby.
Stop. We had talked beforehand we weren't going to bring it back. We're going to let it die. The meme, the real life meme for Morbius is beyond dead at this point.
Yeah, but somehow it keeps going, like a vampire, like Morbius.
I'm going to cut this all out.
A little bit of a Morbius strip, if you will.
No, we did that one last time! We did that same joke last time!
Hang on, you guys, hang on. I'm going to do a funny cold open about, like, a weird little voice character who takes over the podcast.
No, that was literally last week.
I should have him make Morbius jokes. That'd be really good.
Hold on, I just thought of a great name for a character, and I think it's Fauntleroy.
When, like,
so
a TV show has clearly plateaued, when they just keep referencing themselves and making the same joke, we're there. Yeah. We've plateaued as a show. We're done.
That's where you think I don't want to get to, like, Family Guy season 15 levels of quality. That's what I want. I need to give it to me. That's exactly what I want. Do they even have 15 seasons? I don't know.
Well, welcome to Night's Quest.
That's what I strive for.
Welcome to Night's Quest, I guess.